Have you ever tried to save someone, only to realize they didn't want saving? Have you ever risked everything for someone just to have them laugh at your efforts? This is the story of a boatman, the man who tried to save everyone. In a small riverside village, there lived a quiet, simple boatman, unnoticed by most, yet known by whispers among the villagers. The man who braved the river when it rose. The river wide, restless, curling through the village like a living creature. Calm on the surface, yet hiding a secret, patient, hungry. Every monsoon, the boatman prepared his boat, tied his nets, checked the ropes, polished the oars. Then barefoot, he walked the muddy streets, knocking on every door. The river will rise this year. Move your grain, tie your animals, prepare. Some nodded politely. Some ignored him, some laughed. He said nothing. He knew words alone could not save anyone. Only action could. The rain began softly at first, tapping rooftops like a warning. By midnight, it fell in sheets, pounding the earth, swelling the river. Water devoured fences, crops, and trapped animals. A scream cut through the storm. The boatman untied his boat and plunged into the dark, roaring water. Lightning split the sky, rain lashed his face. Clinging to a floating crate was an old farmer. "I thought it wouldn't reach this far," he cried. The boatman said nothing. He pulled him aboard, fought the river, and brought him safely to shore. The villagers called him a hero the next morning. But he did not smile. He knew they would forget. The next monsoon came. The river returned, relentless as ever. Young men laughed at its warnings, throwing stones, mocking the danger. "The river is scared of us." Hours later, the river claimed their docks, livestock, and courage. The boatmen rescued them one by one. But as they stepped onto dry land, they laughed. "Next time, old man, you won't save us." The boatman said nothing. He simply turned his boat, ready for the next call. Then came the night that changed everything. Ammon, known for ignoring all warnings, deliberately untied his house. "You worry too much. The river can't take me," he shouted. The boatman followed, harder and faster than ever. Rain stung his face, waves tried to tip his boat, but he reached Ammon. Hours of struggle, muscles burning, lungs gasping, until finally Ammon was safe. And Ammon laughed. "See, I survived. The river is nothing." The boatman stared, exhaustion heavy in his bones. That was the moment he understood. Some people don't fall into the river, they walk into it. From then on, he noticed the patterns he had ignored. Villagers who mocked warnings. Villagers who risked their lives repeatedly. Villagers who treated the river like a game. No matter how many times he saved them, they returned to chaos. Words meant nothing. Lessons ignored. Slowly, painfully, he realized you cannot save someone who loves the storm more than life itself. The next flood arrived. The river roared. The boatman waited not for every scream but for those truly desperate. He saved a mother clutching her child, a teacher trapped in a crumbling school, a fisherman clinging to his shattered boat. And when he passed the men who mocked the river, he let them face it themselves. The villagers were shocked. "Why didn't you save them?" they asked. The boatman smiled quietly, exhausted yet at peace. "Some people don't want saving, they must learn on their own." He still rises when the river rises. Still risks his life for those who need him. But he no longer chases those who refuse to change. Because a hero who saves everyone becomes a victim of the very people he tries to protect. The river does not discriminate. It only claims those who do not respect it. And some people simply do not respect themselves. You cannot rescue someone who is in love with the chaos that's killing them. If you want more life-changing stories with emotional, cinematic lessons, subscribe to. Leave a comment sharing your thoughts, because every story teaches us something about life, about people, and about ourselves. Thank you for watching.